Hi and welcome to WoW Flash. This is my quick look at the news from anything related to Warcraft from the past 7 days. And of course the big news is patch 7.2.5 is imminent. Even more imminent than I thought it was. We'd seen the raid schedule already that said that the Tomb of Sargeras on normal and heroic mode was going to be releasing on the 20th of June in North America and the 21st of June in Europe. But the actual patch is going to be a week earlier. Someone actually on my stream a couple of weeks even suggested they might do that. I didn't really think they would, but they are going to. So 7.2.5 will be releasing next reset. Now, I'm going to be bringing out a video on all the things you need to be aware of for that, all the important things that are going to be changing that everyone needs to know about. But a few little snippets here. The first one is about world quests. Questions have been asked like... is the level cap, the base level cap of the World Quest rewards going to be going up? The answer to that is no. Blizzard said they went up in patch 7.2. We have to remember that this, although it's got content coming with this patch, wow, isn't that a new thing? It's not a major patch. You know, 7.2 was the major patch and 7.3 will be the next major patch. 7.2.5 is that midway patch. So they're not going to be increasing the item level not. Although, of course, the Titan Forge cap will be raised as soon as Tomb of Sargeras comes out. In terms of dungeons and raids, again, there are several things changing on that. I already talked about that some time ago, but again, I'll be mentioning that and the things you absolutely need to know, which will be coming out before release. But one interesting thing that caught my eye was that the Mythic Keystone enemy health and damage is now going to be increased by 10% per level. Used to be 8%. So you're going to find as you push the higher keys, it's actually going to be tougher. This is important because another thing that's happening is they're raising the cap for the level that will give you the highest item level gear. Like at the moment, you get, when you do your weekly cash, you open your chest up in your order hall, you get a number of things, but one of them is an item of an item level that's sort of linked to the highest key you did. At the moment, that cap is 10, but that cap is going to go up to plus 15. But now it's going to be a little bit harder to get up to that plus 15 because, you know, the bosses are going to have more health and do more damage. The class mounts have been available this week. I've been several weeks behind on it because I was not only tired of the quest, I wasn't even all that interested in my class mount, the Paladin one. Sorry, I just don't like it. But I have been catching up now just for the sake of completeness. But if truth be told, I won't be using it. I don't prefer it over my vanilla one, which also had a much more interesting and challenging quest line when it comes to that. The other thing is that it now appears, I mean, I haven't got absolute confirmation on this, but it seemed, I've got this from Wowhead, it's usually pretty reliable. It appears that the reward for the glory achievement, like, you know, in each sort of raid you have a glory achievement where you do various things on bosses, you get a title and usually a mount. But it's going to be a pet, it appears, with the Tomb of Sargeras glory. And also with Kil'jaeden, Mythic, is we're going to be getting transmog gear. I suppose a little bit like with Helya. The difference is that usually with these major raid bosses, it drops a mount. So, for example, Kil'jaeden, Gul'dan is dropping a mount, but Kil'jaeden, it appears, is going to be like transmog gear rather than a mount. I don't know what people will think of that. I suppose if the transmog set looks really nice, that'll be pretty good, because at the end of the day, there's lots of mounts, and there's always going to be those that we prefer, really, aren't there? And that's pretty much it. As I say, apart from the stuff I want to talk about in more detail in other videos that will be coming out before the release, just a reminder about my stream schedule. The first one is to note, don't forget about the live rec Q&A. That's going to be tomorrow, Saturday the 10th of June at 7 PM UK time. So we're going to be going over all the stuff that people might want to know about that's coming up, not only in the patch, but also for Tomb of Sargeras. So we'll be talking about changes to the Retribution Paladin, which will not be easy to find out on the patch notes, because, I mean, look at this as an example for patch notes for one of the monk specs, telling you about all the percentage changes on various abilities for the monk. Yeah, great. And then we get this one for the ret. Oh, there's not much changing there. There's just one thing changing. Okay. No, there's actually several things changing. They just haven't bothered to put them in the patch notes. So we'll be going through the changes that are actually happening, as well as the gear that we might want to be thinking about for Tomb of Sargeras as well, in particular from Tomb of Sargeras. So that's tomorrow at 7 PM. And then the other usual scheduled streams. Tomorrow also, double whammy, at 3 PM UK time, I'm going to be streaming some Elder Scrolls Online, but the chat can be on whatever. That's just going to be for a couple of hours because I'm going to need to prepare for the live rec Q&A later on as well. Tuesday is going to be the Tuesday Talk, as usual, where we'll just discuss anything to do with World of Warcraft that people want to talk about. That's going to be 7 PM UK time as well. And then next Wednesday, I will be streaming, as I have for the last couple of weeks, my guild farm night, which is going to be a weird one because the patch will come out, so our abilities will have changed at that point. So it'll be the first time that we're really getting used to that. 7.2.5 changes. I suppose the reason why Blizzard want to bring out the patch a week before the raid is so that they can get their data, as they always like lots of data of people raiding, to see how the specs are actually working out, and then potentially make some changes before Tomb of Sargeras itself is released, and then no doubt they'll make some changes before Mythic is released, and then no doubt make changes forever. So that's the news from this week, and that's my streaming schedule for the following week as well. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.